Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Oh, this is good. Well, for at least from what you guys have told me. This is Bandeh by, I think it's a band. I'm not sure if it's just a set of musicians or maybe they're collaborating. But it's called Indian Ocean.
Okay.
And it's part of this festival performance.
FolkFest.
Yeah, and in Dhaka. And it's not your kind of your normal kind of performance. It's quite peculiar from what you guys have told us. It's quite lengthy, so let's give it a watch. And
Right.
it should be top notch, like very well performed music.
Whoa, how exciting.
That's what you guys said, anyways.
I love this type of performances, you know?
And I trust you, so.
Okay.
I did see 5 seconds of it.
Oh, cool,
the middle.
cool. That's already
Nice.
one head of an introduction, I'll tell you that.
Atmosphere setting.
Woohoo!
So metallic sounding.
Wow.
Oh, he's the bass player.
Woohoo! I love that! Oh my god, how wonderful is that? That's absolutely stunning. You wouldn't think that voice came out of the man who plays the bass. Yes.
Holy shit, sit back and enjoy.
Take some breath control classes from this man.
So peculiar to see
Man.
the basses.
This is a type of music that becomes transcendental.
Nice, stile.
Ooh, melody above all. What an amazing intro. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Man, take my money.
You know what's cool?
Take my money.
That is why it's one of the best intros we've seen. Like, especially for that length, for 2 minutes and a half.
That's a song.
Yeah, basically. Well, nowadays that is a streamable song, right? That's the length of the average song at the moment, 3 to 2:30. But the cool thing is, obviously, you don't very rarely you get to see the bass player be the singer. It's not very often. Don't ask me why.
Because it's a very complicated set of skills that you have to master to do both.
Sure, I think also it's not as melodic. The bass isn't as melodic, so you don't get the natural inclination for replicating sounds or aiding sound while you sing.
Okay.
So most people, when they sing, they do pick up the guitar because it's the easiest way to recognize an E, a D, a C.
So it's naturally more melodic.
It's the natural companion.
That's right.
The bass isn't the natural companion, and your role is actually completely different in the band. So it is rare to see someone be able to multitask at that level. It's the same as when you see singers play the drums, like Anderson .Paak. But
he was virtually being his own accompaniment.
yeah, that's what's really cool, right? He kind of has a guitar approach to the bass.
Yeah.
And it's really nice that
Really fascinating.
they're not capped in any sort of way to rush these, or you only have 10 minutes or you only have how much. It's really nice to see that type of atmosphere building live be done and executed so well. It's world class. It's truly world class.
The last time I remember watching similar to this atmosphere building on a live setting like this, where the band really took advantage of the stage, really took advantage of creating in the moment, was perhaps in the 2002 Dave Matthews Band DVD that they did from that tour. I think that was the last time where I was like awestruck, like I am. It's Dave Matthews.
Oh, that's Sting, right?
Yeah, you're singing Sting, which also does a lot of similar stuff like that on live.
The Dave Matthews one is the one where in the live DVD, it's got like all these images and
that's right. That's
like
right.
war images and stuff.
Yeah, Dave Matthews Band. Like it must have been like early 2000s.
A more recent performance that has also been able to captivate us really well, not in a live setting like that, but in a live studio setting like that, is that Nescafe performance.
Ooh, Bolea.
Yeah, and also in Coke's studio, I think My Daddy was the one we saw.
Yes.
There's been a couple, so this is not new to the indie music industry by any stretch of the imagination, but fuck, is it good.
I mean, it just creates a completely different ethereal thing. Like, you lose yourself in the formless, bodiless experience that music like this provides.
Let's let it evolve. I'm
so
interested on seeing more evolution. Pull it back a tiny bit though.
Yes, yes.
There. Fuck, this is amazing, dude. Something also super interesting is the way everything's been equalized. It seems they've taken a really old school approach to the equalization of this, where it doesn't seem to have much post production, if any. Just I guess enhanced sound. And that's also post production. So I guess I just contradicted myself. But that's minimal post production. But what's really like interesting is the way they've equalized like the drums.
Yes.
I was just discussing this on a podcast we were recording earlier, where the drumming, the equalization of the drumming live, it's very difficult. In a studio, it's obviously easier, you're in more control, but live is very difficult, and sometimes even the change to the bell, it's so noticeable and it's so upfront here. It feels actually like the vocals are behind all the instruments, and they just took this big concert equalization where it sounds really far away but somewhat metallic.
Yeah.
And like it's bouncing everywhere. Same with the drums. Like if you listen to that snare and the tones, you hear that big concert feel.
That's right. That's right.
So, and then the guitar, it's equalized in a more traditional manner, but everything else, the bass and even the vocals, is so equalized in big concert manner. I don't know, this is 2015, so
yes,
they probably did have a crowd there. But it feels like a big warehouse, fucking ginormous warehouse.
It does, but then again, I love this approach to not a lot of makeup to the post production of the sound, because you get the truest form. I mean, the most genuine sound that you could possibly would have gotten in the same atmosphere if you were there. And I think that type of like raw environment for the audience really amplifies the experience, even when you're watching it on a video years later. It recalls the same atmospheric environment, and I think it's really important. I really like what's happening here. You're taking into consideration that these microphones, when they were recorded, when this happened, were also taking in the ambience. So all the space that you're seeing on stage was also being picked up by the microphone. So you get that big high room reverb naturally. It's really cool, man. It's really cool. That's mad! It's a really cool approach to vocals. It's like they're one man. That's so cool. Okay, the introduction of the tabla into this section just made it so much more magical. Watch that again. What?
such a weird.
But you see, that makes sense. That exploration of the key and the chord progression that you were using there makes sense to be accidented, given the natural inclination of the inclusion of the classical Indian music influences into this section of the song. The call and response dynamic between the singer and the guitarist, it just has this really open possibilities aspect to it, because you know, even though you're working off of one single monotone note, the possibilities are endless when you include the classical Indian music influence into it. So you are now wandering in enchanted forest land, where the note, the scale can be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, it's very highly flexible. All of a sudden, it becomes.
Yeah, so the rigid structure of the song totally became something new here.
Yeah.
What a freaking wonderful composition.
See that? Dum, dum, dum. I love how the instruments are equalized, man.
Singing, but I never thought it would be the drummer. What on the earth?
Yes, it's still V series. Okay, series. Sorry, not V. I thought it was the other geezer.
So did I. What I'm talking about, the possibilities? What?
Nice.
That is so cool.
It's simple, it's nice. All three of them. See, and the presence of the tabla adds that continuity.
Oh yes, man with the tambourines going nuts.
I'm gonna put that back. Do you see the importance of a minor percussionist, as talented as most Indian minor percussionists seem to be?
Yes,
that
yes,
sense
yes,
of continuity, that's what gives it that fullness.
Yes.
With the bass player. Mm-hmm. That's fucking genius, dude. Why haven't we figured that shit out earlier in the West?
Yeah.
It goes with the bass.
It also goes with the staccato on the guitar.
Oh, but here. You hear it?
Yes. Such a prevalent element, yes.
It stays disciplined, control. Oh, 1 million.
That's brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic.
Nice. Holy shit! Some musicians.
Freaking hats down.
It is like a warehouse, but it's fucking packed to the brim.
It wasn't even like a warehouse. It was just like a piece of land. Let's put as many people in here as possible.
Holy.
What is that?
That's oh, I love that. That is so good. I always say that's one of the best videos I've ever seen, but that is definitely one of the best. Fuck me.
This is on another freaking level. Musically speaking, the atmosphere that they provided was literally insane, ethereal to a certain point. Like even when it got crazy and they brought in that metal drive to it, absolutely insane. And then you have, you know, the vocal work. If we're gonna get nitty gritty, which I won't, but you know, you're having vocal unison, and it allows for layerings to come, so the singers to come in and out, and you never know exactly where the voice is coming from because they work so well in unison, which is such a cool visual effect.
They're all such talented singers.
It is insanity. I think the bass player really does take it
amazing
out of
the drummer is such a talented. He's got so many pipes.
And then you got the guy who was playing the tambourine and going nuts there.
I guess he would be the main vocalist, right?
Yes, and he has such a cool grasp of the growling aspect of it and how you can work with textures as you're in unison.
Unbelievable.
Brilliant. Absolutely insane.
Unbelievable.
I think I enjoyed that more than I don't know. I don't even know what I was in for, but I think this was definitely not what I expected. Well, it was insane.
As always, guys, let us know what you'd like to watch next. If you'd like to support the podcast, do make sure you check out FeatureFridayStore.com and you do get your merchandise. And apart from that, shout out to all of you already doing that. That's fucking unbelievable.
We love you.
Warms my heart. And apart from that, thank you so much.
Yeah, that was insane.